Hi, Benji here, and I want to talk about why being performative is actually essential to how community works. Describing someone as performative is a very common and effective criticism of their character. But the idea of performativity as something inherently negative, meaning fake, hollow, and done for show, is more recent than you may think. Philosopher of language J.L. Austin introduced the idea of performative utterances in 1955 to define acts that don't just describe reality but bring it into being. For example, saying I do at a wedding doesn't just reflect a marriage, it creates one. This idea of acting to form has been expanded by people like sociologist Erving Goffman. As Megan Garber highlights in this Atlantic piece that I highly recommend, Goffman showed how everyday social interaction is a form of performance. The way we adjust our tone in different rooms, use small talk to connect, and body language to indicate engagement or disapproval are all performances. Performativity isn't opposed to sincerity and authentic connection. It's often the mechanism through which they're driven. That's not to say that scrutiny of intention is somehow new or solely contemporary. But in these times, there's just often no room for complexity, nuance, or an understanding of human behavior. Behavior change studies show that attitude and behavior influence each other in both directions. Acting in line with a value before fully holding it is a recognized route to actually internalizing it. Performance frequently precedes belief, and that's often no bad thing. Like being the life and soul of your friend's birthday event when you'd rather be home, or reluctantly adopting a habit because you've been told it's good for you. I'm running the London Marathon this weekend, and whatever multitude of reasons brings thousands of people to that start line, the physical and communal experience of doing it together is real. The whole recent discussion about the performative male follows the same logic, i.e. the man with the tote bag and kombucha reading feminist literature on the train. There are of course men who adopt such aesthetics solely to exploit. But there's a difference between calling out dishonest behavior and treating any visible alignment with progressive values as inherently suspect, which ends up reinforcing the very norms we should be challenging. Performativity can be used to describe many of the actions that healthy communities and societies depend on every day. Visible acts of commitment and care, even if imperfect, self-conscious, or vague in intention, are part of how members of communities signal their values and strengthen bonds. Hope that helps. Bye.